Hey, it's me, Matt Hughes, and we're talking about everyday life and business. That's my documenting. This is me documenting my journey every single day throughout 2021. Um, and I was about to put my green screen down, and I thought, I wonder if people would be interested to see how quick it is and easy it is to turn my office, my green screen arena thing, green screen thing, studio, whatever, into my nice blue and red setup. So I'm going to show you this live before I talk to you about life and business. So what I do is I have a green screen that's popped up. So sorry about the view of my arse you're about to get, but I can put it down like this. That's that gone. So that's good, right? We're in a good place. And I always talk about when we're talking about studios, how things should be easy for you. So I have this button here, this little remote, and this allows me to change the light that's above me. In the past, you used to be able to see the reflection of that light, which is why we move things around. But look at that, instantly blue. I can change this to different colours, and it's just a normal light, right? Like it's a normal light in my. I actually use this is blue, but I actually use the purple one because I find it complements the red. And then I've got this little light here that I turn on every time. It's not wireless. It's wireless, but it's not quite how I wanted it. But it gives me the red down there. And then what I usually do is just zoom in a little bit, which is not always advisable if you don't want like super close up. And there you go. Look, I'm red and blue. It's as simple as that. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that. Just because I was going to do it anyway, and I do these things every day, and I think sometimes people are interested in this stuff, right? It's behind the scenes. I talk about that being behind the scenes. Right, let's do life and business then. So first and foremost, I should make sure that if you're watching on the Facebook page, that I can see your comments, because it tells me all the time. It says if you don't make this public, Matt, I will not show you the comments. That's what StreamYard says to me. There we go. So we are public now, I believe. Still saying can't post comments. Anyway, let's get on with it. So if you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. So live. Well, let's start with the elephant in the room, so to speak. And I'm not talking about me, but I'm losing weight. That's a good thing. We're on day 7, and I'm losing weight. That was one of my goals this year, was health and well-being, and they're the words for the year. And I'm losing weight, which is great, and I'm feeling great as well. Part of the thing about eating better, walking more, is just feeling better about myself. And when I'm making positive steps in my life, strangely enough, I feel great about it, right? And I think you can all understand and agree with that. I didn't go for a walk yesterday, and I was okay with not going for a walk yesterday. Like, life got in the way. I had a couple of meetings with my last corporate client, which is finishing very soon. So I let the excuses get in. I woke up late yesterday, all that kind of jazz, and I could have went for a walk, but I decided not to. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because, of course, you can just get back on it and just go again afterwards. I stayed in my calories though, so that's a bonus. The other two things that have happened in life that I wanted to kind of acknowledge that I'm not really sure about is one of them is. Just one second. One of them is the lockdown business. Like, I'm trying to not avoid it. I want to acknowledge that it's happening, but I'm kind of just ignoring that it's all going on, because it makes me a little bit sad that this is the state of the world and the way things are going. I'd like to get into going out more and seeing my friends and all that kind of stuff, and I think everyone can relate to that at the minute. So I'm acknowledging that it's there, but not letting it derail what's going on, if you know what I mean, like my day to day. But I just thought I should mention it, because as much as you try to ignore these things and put them to one side, like, they're always there, I think. And then the other thing, very different, but also that made me sad, is what's going on in the US. So I don't often watch the news, but every now and again somebody will say something on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know anything about that, so I have a quick look, and I saw the stuff going on with the Trump supporters and stuff, and it didn't make me sad about necessarily the situation. Like, I understand the situation, but what made me sad is to think of those people that were in the riots, and the people that have sat in the house and thought, this is what I'm going to go and do today. Like, what kind of life must they have if this is what, if they're only, the thing that's most important to them is to go in to the Capitol and cause a ruckus for because of something that's happened for the democratic process, or, you know, and I'm not here to discuss whether it all went smoothly or not. I just think it's just a sad position to be in, and I kind of, again, I take a bit of gratitude from that to understand that I'm in a good place, and that my brain and my time and my energy is not focused towards this cause, which is Donald Trump in that sense. And certainly when I saw like people standing there holding guns towards the door because they were trying to break in, like, it just feels like it's just a real low point for those people. And I think I hope something else happens in their life that gives them some meaning and purpose, really. Okay, so that's all the personal stuff, and you'll probably tell when I'm talking about it, like, it gives me low energy, and there's a sadness there when I'm talking about it. So I'm going to talk about something positive now, which is business. And it's positive because a lot of good stuff's happening, and also because I realised that when I was writing this stuff down, I have my notes here, when I was writing this stuff down, I was like, this lights me up. Like, I was excited writing it. And I realised that that's how life and business is so interlinked at the moment, because we're stuck in lockdown, because I'm not allowed to go and do other stuff and enjoyable stuff outside of the house. Like, work is so a big focus at the moment. And it's great, and I'm so fortunate that it lights me up with the things that I'm doing. So I'm going to talk about those right now. So firstly, I've got two guest expert sessions booked off the back of a video that I did yesterday. I've got an expert session to do tomorrow in a small group of WordPress. It's called the WordPress Academy, Kelly's group, and I'm really excited about it. It's a small group, small dedicated group of people that are pushing forward with what they're doing in their business. So I'm really excited about that one. I've got another masterclass to do, and then someone else was interested. I've got a meeting at 1 o'clock to talk about doing a masterclass in a group of hypnotherapists. And then somebody asked me yesterday, amazing things someone asked me to do. Could you do a video session for a bunch of people looking for jobs? Like, she said, I help people looking for jobs to get their dream job or whatever. Could you do a masterclass for them? And I was like, yes, of course. Not a masterclass, a guest expert session. I was like, yes. Like, this is not my ideal audience at all. I can't see how it will lead to business or anything like that. But when she told me what she's doing to help them get their ideal job, I was like, yes, I'd love to support that. What a wonderful thing to do. Like, again, thinking of going back to my personal sadness about the US stuff, like, to see people that are out of jobs or that are looking for a better job, like, that's everything that I'm about. Like, I'd love to support those people, because I really think you should find something that lights you up, like I'm talking about with my stuff. So really excited about that one. We've launched the masterclasses today. I say we so often because I had a business where there was loads of us on the team, and I got used to saying we, and now when I'm saying that stuff, really, with the King of Video, it's me. It's I launched the masterclasses, but I have got a team as well, and so I suppose part of all of that is we. But we launched the masterclasses today. I'm really excited. This is what the masterclass is, like a low cost way to learn a specific skill, right, or to learn a specific part of something. And with the big programs that have, like with the YouTube Bootcamp, for example, there's so many different facets to doing that. Learning video editing, learning how to film, how to be comfortable on camera, setting up a YouTube channel, all that kind of stuff. Like, there's loads of bits to it. So it takes a lot of time. Whereas with the masterclasses, I really wanted to, like, solve a specific problem, and in a really nice way. So I know that when people leave the masterclass, they'll come out of it in a better position than when they came into it immediately. So within an hour, you know. So I'm really looking forward to delivering those. I really think that will make a big difference to those people. And then, of course, I had a new member to my academy yesterday, which I was really excited about. I had somebody slide into my DMs on LinkedIn, which is a platform I don't use that often. So I'm really excited to help that new member, she's a recruiter, get started with video as she moves forward into 2021. And as I'm saying this, I've just had a sale for the masterclass, which is my first sale on the masterclass. My first sale, but not only just the first sale, but also I set up a funnel so when they buy the masterclass, it sets them up an account in my academy, puts them in the right group, and then the Zoom call and everything is all ready for them with the timed countdown and that kind of thing. So I'm really excited about just. And this is the geeky part of running a business, right? Like, I'm excited about all the little things that together make the end result. So I'm going to just share that with you. And this is the 7th of January. Like, I cannot believe already in the first week of January, when we started on the 4th, that we've made such strides in this 2021. And I appreciate all the people that help with this stuff and the wonderful messages and stuff that we get. Oh, the last thing I'll tell you. The last thing I should acknowledge is we had a great reminder of why we closed the video company, why I stopped creating video for people. Like right now, I will only film for people, like me going to film with people for very specific scenarios. Like, it needs to be a project that I'm really in love with, a very well paid project, or something that where I see that it is that where the client is not going to be a hassle. One of the reasons why we stopped filming is because it was a hassle managing the team doing it, and we worked with a lot of people that didn't really appreciate the service that we gave them. We got paid very well, but we didn't get a lot of appreciation from the service line. And since I've moved into the King of Video stuff, I'm working with people much closer in their businesses. I'm doing stuff that has a much more of a bigger difference to them, but they're not big corporate companies where they've got more cash, but you're just another service provider, right? So we kind of moved away from it from that perspective, and it's been so much better helping people, small businesses, helping people on a more personal level. So we had a reminder yesterday about this, and it was we had a refund request for a booking fee. I can't go into the details of it, of course, but it was just like immediately when we had this refund request, it was for a booking fee. The booking fees are always non-refundable, but it just made us feel really icky. Even just like replying to the email, we know the person that's messaged us has lied to us and stuff, and like it was just a complete reminder of why we are happy to be doing what we're doing now. We don't get any of that stuff anymore. We get positive feedback. We get people that speak to us nicely. We make a big difference in what they're doing in their lives, personally, as well as in business. It's just so much more of a better position to be in. So 7th of January 2021, or the 6th of January is when it happened. Just remember, Matt, you got a big reminder that what you did, the decision you made back in February 29th, 2020 was the right one. And that's what I'm doing this documentation for, to document these occasions. All right, thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.